driving crazy, stroking the air from the baby.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. We're off to a new week. Monday, you already know how it goes. Set everything off straight, set priorities, meet with the team, and let's move from there. Let's go.
So for TRP, we're gonna have two different angles of content that we'll be posting on the TRP page, which will be both educational, which is just educating them, and more scripted type of content. And then we're gonna do more of like the infotainment stuff, which is more like vlogging and behind the scenes, really like bit like corporate and client facing, like everything's super professional. Then we're gonna have the new channel, which is gonna be the behind the scenes, which is the lifestyle stuff, and that one's gonna be.
Isn't that gonna almost be like it's gonna be like the infotainment of TRP, just mixed in with some of the funnier stuff?
But it's gonna be unfiltered. It's gonna be unfiltered, and to an extent. To an extent. And also though, it's gonna be more like entrepreneurship focused. Like I want to show how we're building this multi-million-dollar business. I want to show them the pain.
So it's infotainment as well.
It's infotainment as well, but more audacious.
What we can do is we can have like the editor that's editing all these different packaged videos go in and like, all right, now you're gonna take all the clips that you made and clip them into smaller, under 60-second segments of each individual. So like there's one that's mainly Cole, like 80% of the video is Cole kind of leading it, then put it in the Cole folder. If it's Julian leading it, put it in the Julian folder. If it's Mateus leading it, and then we can all have access to it, Dropbox, and then we can all just be like, oh, new clips of Cole from this week, and you can go in and see your clips and pull and post on your personal, and then we all can manage our own personal shit.
All right, so real quick, once you sign off on everything and everything looks good, you're gonna get an email with a link for a project kickoff. That way you can sit down with my project manager, anything you want to explain about the property and that you want to get done, talk about the scope of work, and the project will be kicked off, okay? So just look out for that.
It's a quick 16 bands. I get on the first call of the day and we close deals, baby. That's it.
We just set up 2 client accounts. When running ads for clients, the 2 things you really need before launching a campaign is 1, access to their Facebook and Instagram and just meta assets as we call them. Also putting the ad content together. Once we have those 2 things, that's when we can actually go ahead and launch it. The only last step that's left is actually putting the ad content together inside of the ads manager and setting up the campaign. And then ensuring all the connections are made to the CRM so the client has access to the leads and everything that's happening after the ads they have access to and control over. So obviously we're generating leads and we got to make sure those leads are going to their CRM or wherever they want to access those leads so they can actually contact them and start selling to them.
I want to do the rear one.
All right, we're taking a little field trip today. We're gonna go shoot some ads for one of our clients' projects and then meet with another client at 6 o'clock to shoot more ads. Talk to him. We got the light, got the setup, running a little late.
I see her flutter, baby, and she love it when the sun comes out. Sweetheart, but the dog comes out. Sometimes she gotta put herself in check. She don't take no disrespect. You leaving got no effect.
Alright, so me and Cole are on their way to one of our clients' projects. We did the visuals and marketing for that project, and I believe they're already over 90% sold out. It is a hyper luxury boutique project in Bay Harbor waterfront. It's a sick project. We're gonna go over there. The idea is to go shoot some content over there for us ourselves. We want to do some cool visuals and test out some visual effects in the video. They're already starting on the development, and we're just gonna go in there trying to shoot some unique content for ourselves, and that's about it.
Yo, what's going on over there? And then it's just like, yeah, like we can do like that right here. What's up, everybody? We are in Bay Harbor Islands going to do a shoot for our project we're working on, Ida. 7 luxury, hyper luxury boutique condos coming to the island. You're 5 minutes away from Bal Harbour Shops, 5 minutes away from Indian Creek, 10 minutes away from Sunny Isles and Aventura Mall. This is the ultimate South Florida luxury living lifestyle.
All right, we just pulled up to Fort Lauderdale, about to shoot with a client here.
We are getting ready for one of our shoots with VH3, working on a very special project with them. Can't really tell you much about it. We'll show you some behind the scenes, you'll be finding out about this one very soon. Shout out our favorite clients, BH3.
Look how we hook them up.
So it is 9 o'clock and we just left the office. Shot a ton of content. I'm exhausted, long day. Sometimes you really gotta stay over hours, overtime, if it calls for it. That's what running a business is like. But super, super great time and meeting. Client is super cool. Really just great time overall. So see you guys tomorrow. So we're setting up a campaign for a client right now, getting that launched and live. I'm with my boy Chico. Say what's up to the vlog. He's the wizard behind it all, putting the campaigns together. I'm in the middle of something. I'll be there in a sec. They always want to be on camera. They're all fiends now to be on camera. People want some attention here, so.
Where? Another one call close. 25K.
You requested the cameras though.
Yeah, this is the email that I get. Thank you for your thoughtful response, ChatGPT. Ready to go. That's it. And they're in Africa. You've never sold to an African developer in your life. That's one thing that I do know.
This guy's crazy.
Mr. Motion in the flesh.
Stop. You're gonna make me blush at the render pros. What is it? What is going on? We gotta give people context. Let me give you some context, guys. 2 years ago, according to myself.
And your Rolex, obviously.
2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, 18 months ago, I remember when this office was property of Steve Rhodes. So then the boys came in over here, the render pros, and ever since I think they took off. The plane just took off.
He got me such a great deal on the office. Yeah. It's only $10,000.
Yeah, no, honestly, you should renegotiate.
Only has us homeless every month.
No.
But yeah, for sure.
No, but let me be honest with you. Wait, let me be honest with you guys. yeah. You could just cut off some beds, some bunk beds. You guys should renegotiate this deal.
We got the locker room.
You're my realtor, bro.
You mean you should renegotiate this deal?
That guy is big time.
So what's the deal?
What is the deal?
The deal is that I cannot say this in the camera.
All right, give us as much
No.
detail.
Nothing goes in.
This is for the boys, not for the Instagram.
Hurry up. Give us as much detail as you possibly can without getting into any NDA discrepancies, you know?
You know
We're
how
not looking to get sued here.
You know how it's hot in Miami?
Yeah.
And summertime is coming around?
Yeah.
Well, so it's about to get a lot hotter because the render pro's about to get the deal.
Okay.
Period. All right.
That's as much as I can go on
That's
there.
it. I can't say anymore.
Alright, turn off the camera.
Yeah.
Now tell me what's actually going on.
He wants not only to buy this, but I'm getting him. Oh.
It's crazy. We got an 8 leads for $6. I called her yesterday when I was launching the account, and I'm on the phone with her, right? And I always like to be conservative with my clients. And I was like, she's like, oh, so like, how much would a lead probably cost? Like, I'm super excited, whatever. It's probably gonna be like somewhere like just giving you a range. Sometimes depending on the offer, it's very depending on like the ads, the offer, etc. And it's very hard to know, especially when you initially launch. But we'll get a good idea very soon. But I could probably give an estimate of like $30 to $100. And she was like, $30 to $100, isn't that like a little expensive? I'm like, look, I'm just being super, like, it varies very much between my clients and accounts, but like it could totally be so much better. Like, we've had really amazing results, but like I hate to overpromise and underdeliver. I just want to give you a conservative number where it could be like a good range. I don't want to give you a story. I can't promise you anything. And she's like, I understand, yada yada. But then going from like even the expectation of $30 to $5 right now is crazy.
Yeah, that's just fucking crazy.
Like eight leads overnight. The only qualification is they verify the phone number. So it's like there's no way they can't give you a valid phone number.
Yeah.
That's the one good thing. And that's one thing I've been testing right now is since the SMS verification on Facebook, I've been testing just collecting like less friction because like you know you're gonna get a valid phone number, but then also starting like that, get a ton of data in and then adding the friction afterwards.
Yeah,
which could be a good and a bad thing because Facebook also dictates who to show the ads to next based off the people that convert. And if you have no friction from the jump, you might get bad leads and then Facebook will kind of mess up your data and start targeting like poor leads consistently until you fix it. So you might fall through a transition period training the pixel if you start that way and then have to transition if it ends up being bad leads, you know? Let's check Ryan. We were getting leads for like $200. We were able to drop it down from $200 to $43. Crazy. So just by changing the ad, we just trimmed the ad. That was it. We didn't even change anything. We just trimmed it, made the call to action sooner.
That's crazy. Sometimes it's really the smallest things.
Alright, so we just finished the workday Thursday. I really didn't record much today, honestly. One thing in business is that some days really are just gonna be some boring days that you are really mundane, where you just sit down and you really just have to log in on very busy style work, just responding to emails from clients, going back and forth with revisions for websites or the projects that we're doing for them, then just executing on them, managing the team, making sure they're on top of things. And I mean, that's something that I can record little moments of when I'm speaking to them, but when you're just in the moment doing it and you got to really get in deep focus, you can't really record too much. So today was just one of those days. Not every day is this crazy fun energy day where we're closing crazy deals or, you know, getting crazy results for clients. We got clients coming into the office, stuff like that. It really is just a roller coaster of some days super fun, super high up. And not to say that these days aren't fun at all, you know, but sometimes it's just those days that are a little bit more leveled, you know, just getting things done, moving things forward, and that's really it. So today was just one of those days. It's Friday, boys. We're going into the weekend. Let's see what we got going on today. What the fuck? That shit got lights and everything.
Lights?
Hey, 1 month.
And it goes 35. It goes 35 miles an hour. You know?
You drove it?
Hell yeah, bro! I got here in 9 minutes.
How much was this thing?
This was a nice 1,500.
That's crazy.
But when you're
definitely flying in this thing.
I'm flying it.
How fast does it go?
I went 30.
30? Yeah, you need a helmet, bro.
That's 35.
That's dangerous as fuck.
I'm right here chilling next to the car. It's like
How'd you get it up here? You just went through the elevator? It fits?
I went right up the ramp into the elevator.
A lot of shit, bro.
So me and Bernie are about to meet, work on some workflows and processes of the visual team to the marketing team. One of the main workflows is we finish visuals, and then from visuals, that needs to get to the marketing team so they can make a website with the visuals. And I just want to make that process smoother so we don't have to have unnecessary communication with the client and redundant information being collected that already is collected from the visual team. One of the main ideas I have is creating a project profile. As soon as we get a project in, building out a full profile inside of our project management software that we both can have access to, so we have access to all of the same information and keeping everything documented properly. So that's what we're about to discuss, and he's taking forever. So
Wow, that's actually a sick angle.
right, that's hard as fuck.
All the renders that we have are final.
Yeah, so they're done.
Yeah,
So what's missing? Just the website, literally.
video and
The
the
landing
tour.
page.
So that's all going to be done by us, obviously, and sent to you.
Okay, so all I need is just the renders
Let
and
me
the
show you them
project
because I don't even know what they look like. I've never seen them. So we're both seeing this for the first time. Like, look, let's do this one.
Say it
The client
again.
that pays me the least amount of money is the most difficult, back and forth, never satisfied, terrible communication. Then you get the big boys, always communicative, always polite, always satisfied. Where are we gonna spend our time? My time is it's just so limited. Where am I gonna put it?
He should limit his diet.
Get out of my office! Get out of my office!
You gotta get it, this shit in blood, huh? Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they woofing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back.
That's fucking it.
Bogo and I went to Las Vegas, and our flight was at like 5 a.m. Like 5:30. No, listen. 5:30 a.m. Like I had to be in the Uber at the airport at 6. I woke up late, okay, and I was stressing so hard at like 5 in the morning. Like it was still dark out. Like I'm like scrambling for my luggage, trying to do this. Call the Uber. Like yeah, Bogo's like already at the airport. He's like, yo, where are you? We're gonna miss the flight. I'm like, yo, I'm on my way. I'm in the Uber. I'm gonna make it. Don't worry. I go 3 blocks out of Brickell. I'm like
oh my god, I'm carrying the pistol in my backpack. And I'm like, yo, Uber driver, can I give you this gun and you take it to my girlfriend? I'm like, yo, I don't have time. I'm gonna miss the flight. I have a really nice, expensive trip planned.
Where would we go?
To Vegas for Grateful Dead. I'm like, can I give you the gun in the case and you take it to my girlfriend? He's like, Latino's like, no, brother, I cannot do this. He's like, no, I cannot do it. If I wanted to, you could check in the gun, no problem. But I was going for the weekend. I had a carry-on, and you needed to have a special lock on it to go through TSA. But I was already late for the flight, and there was no time to check in. I would have there was no, you know how they don't let you check in. I tell the Uber driver, turn the car around, take me back, and I call my girlfriend because luckily she had slept over, but she was like dead asleep, like half woke up when I was awake, you know, and like I was like, yo, she's definitely dead asleep again. Like there's no way I'm gonna miss this trip. I'm gonna have to get on another flight to Vegas. My girlfriend luckily answers the phone. She's like, hello. I'm like, baby, get downstairs. Right, I have to give you my gun. Like, I took it with me to the airport, and I have no time. Please be downstairs. Go. Don't ask questions. Just go. The guy circles back 3 blocks. Yeah. She's there, like, opens the door. I give her the case gun. I wrap it in a hoodie. I'm like, don't, just take it back upstairs. Bogo and I run to the airport. We get to security, and we're sprinting. Miami Airport, we sprinted 2 miles because the fucking flight was 2 miles from the security. I'm sweating like tits, like bags carry on. And we get to the gate.
Regular dad office.
We get to the gate. There's no one in line. They're like closing the door to the gate. Bogo and I literally had to beg the fucking girl at the gate to let us through, and she fucked bullets. And she. Thank God she let us through, and we didn't miss our trip to see the Grateful Dead in the
Sweating bullets, no pun intended. You guys wanna come to your trip to see Bernie and Julian run this morning?
What?
They were like, that was your.
That was my joke. Bernie tried to steal it. Yeah. My joke.
Well, joke's on you because I didn't even go running this morning. I didn't even go with Julian. Yo, DJ Khaled really knows how to go viral.
You guys gotta redo this, but put the scooter in the back.
Nah, it's too good.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, bro. We're wraps for the week.